Hello, this is Ralph from Tesla Owners US, and I usually don't say a lot about the political things, but this one is unbearable, and I have to say something about it. It is about one of our former chancellors. His name is Gerd Schröder, and the unbelievable story after I digged in comes after this intro.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
Ich schwöre, dass ich meine Kraft dem Wohle des deutschen Volkes widmen, seinen Nutzen mehren, Schaden von ihm wenden, das Grundgesetz und die Gesetze des Bundes wahren und verteidigen, meine Pflichten gewissenhaft erfüllen und Gerechtigkeit gegenüber jedermann üben werde.
Okay, here we go. And as you saw there, that was the oath of their position as a chancellor. So basically what he's saying is protect the people, protect Germany, and prevent any damage from Germany from now on in the future. So what I'm thinking there is as long as you get any penny from Germany in regards to protection, money, pension, office, cars, and so on, as long as that's the case, you still obey to the oath of the office. And it comes with some things. Oh, let me give you some background about this person, the former called Old Chancellor Gerd Schröder. So he was born on April 7th, 1944. He has learned as a sales guy, basically called in retail sales guy. From 1958 to 1961. Then he worked a little bit on the construction sites as unqualified person on the construction site. And then he tried to start his high school degree, which qualifies him to study. And he did this on we call it the second way to qualifying for that. It's called Abitur. And he qualified for this in 1966 in Göttingen, which was Lower Saxony. This is south of where I was born, and this is in the state I was born. This is even more repressing for me. And he studied there as a lawyer from 1966 to 1971, and 5 years later he passed his bar exam. So he worked as a lawyer for a while, and he helped one of the terrorists, one of the leaders of the Baader-Meinhof gang, Horst Mahler, to get out of jail earlier, a couple of times. 1963, he joined the Social Democratic Party in Germany, and he became the leader of the young socialists in Germany of that party. They call themselves young socialists. There's a kind of a little bit more radical as the official party, and he became minister president of the state of Lower Saxony from 1990 to 1998. So there was one time already the first scandal in 1996. He took a free flight with Ferdinand Piëch. That was the boss of the Volkswagen Group, basically former known also as known as Porsche. Porsche belonged to the Volkswagen Group as well. This was more his favorite. He was the board chief of the board, or the boss of the board there at Volkswagen. And he took that free flight to the Wiener Opernball, so the Vienna ball, and that was a little bit of a controversy already in 1996. He became Chancellor of 1998, and you saw that when he claimed the oath in the background there are pictures from him and his best buddy, Putin. And that's what I'm most cross about. Yeah, he was the guy who said goodbye to the social state in Germany, and he introduced, they called Hartz IV. It's actually kind of welfare for people who cannot work or do not work, or don't work or are not willing to work. And he introduced that, and he didn't do his party a good favor for that. So what he also introduced was called trading through, or change through trading. And what they meant is they wanted to trade with the Eastern European countries, especially with Russia there, and they wanted to build an independence between each other. So we deliver them our goods and they deliver us raw materials or gas, oil, coal, and so on. So the end of the history you already know. Now I tell you, where is he all member of? He is member of Nord Stream 1 and 2, chairman of the shareholders committee since 2006. So he is their chairman there after his political career, which ended in 2005, when he ended to be the chancellor of Germany. Just a week later, or even barely lesser than that, he started his career in an advisor in Russian companies, Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, delivering gas to Germany, which is currently the political pressure instrument for Putin to entire Europe. He is a member of the Cargo Beamer Advisory Board. He is a member of the Chinese Investment Corporation, member of the International Advisor Board. He is from M&M Rothschild and Sons, member of European Advisory Board since 2006 also. He is the Herrenknecht Deputy Chair Supervisory Board from 2017 to 2022. He was of the soccer club Hannover 96, chairman of the Supervisory Board, but he stepped back before he got kicked out because it was unbearable for the soccer club that he is still on the side of Putin after he assaulted the Ukraine recently in February 24th. Then he is a member of the TNK-BP, member of the International Advisory Board. Other activities of him. He is in the Berggruen Institute, member of the Council for the Future Europe and the 21st Century Council. He's the Bundesliga Foundation, member of the Board of Trustees. He's the German Cancer Research Center, member of the Advisory Council. He's the Dresdner Frauenkirche, member of the Board of Trustees. He's on the Friedrich Ebert Foundation, member. He's a Mädchenchor, so girls' choir or girls singing group of Hanover Foundation of the member of trustees. He is a Museum of Berggruen member of the International Council. He is the German Near and Middle East Association honorary chairman of the board. He is at the Wilhelm Busch Museum chairman of the Board of Trustees since 2013. He is the Interactional Council of former head and state government member. He is the International Willy Brandt Prize member of the jury. So still one who liked the war whereas Putin ignited. He is a member of the jury of the Willy Brandt Prize, amazingly. Then he has also a lot of women where he married. He is actually the 5th time married. They called him nickname Lord of the Rings because he was married with Eva Schubach, Anna Taschenmacher, Eva Schubach from 1968 to 1972, Anna Taschenmacher from 1972 to 1984. Hiltrud Hempel from 1984 to 1997, Doris Köpp from 1997 to 2018, and Kim So-young, married since 2018. I think she might come from one of the former Russian or Soviet republics. On February 24th, 2006, funny date, because he, in February 24th, 2006, basically, Schröder became the honorary citizen of the hometown of Hanover. But this was actually, I think that's been taken away, or is in the process of taking away, because in March 22, in response to his collusion with Russia and Vladimir Putin, the city council of Hanover initiated proceeding to strip away this honorary citizenship. I think he stepped back before that. There was no news what I found about that. National honors. He becomes in Germany, becomes the Grand Cross of the Order of the Merits of the Federal Republic. In foreign honors, he from Georgia became the Order of the Golden Fleece. In Poland, the Order of the White Eagle. In Romania, the Cross of the Order of the Star of Romania. In Croatia, the Knight Cross of the Grand Order of the Queen Jelena, for exceptional merit in the recognition of Croatia and the support of Croatia on the road to EU. In the Czech Republic, the Order of the White Lion. So you know now these of the states what you can take away from him again. So then he has other honors. In 2000, Schröder received the Deutsche Medienpreis in Baden-Württemberg. In 2007, received the Quadriga Prize in Berlin, can be taken away as well. In 2028, May 28th, Schröder was elected as a corresponding member of the Department of the Social Science for the Russian Academy of Science, Pabeli. This will not be taken away, because I hope that he's going to Moscow and go stay there, because then he can enjoy this honorary title. The honorary degrees on other honorary degrees. On December 30th in 2003, Schröder was awarded honorary doctorate from Tongji University in Shanghai. Okay, probably that's going to stay, because you know the relationship between China and Russia. In 2003, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from the St. Petersburg University. That's going to stay as well. St. Petersburg is in Russia. In April 4th, 2005, he was awarded the honorary doctorate from Marmara University in Istanbul. That stays as well, because those two bodies like themselves, right? And then in June 14, 2003, was awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Göttingen in Lower Saxony. That's got to be taken away. And in June 17, 2007, he was awarded the honorary doctorate from the University of Damascus in Syria. They are all buddies from Putin as well, there in Damascus in Syria. That's probably going to stay. In 2007, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Urbani in Italy, and hope Italy is reacting on that and take this away. He has probably a wealth of about 20 millions, as that what is told, and that's what you can find in media. What does he become? He becomes from the Federal Republic, $1,147 in money. And these are in total $418,655 per year from the Federal Republic of Germany, because he is an old chancellor. Then he also, because that comes from then he gets also something from the Bundestag, there's the parliament there, a pension of $104,000. So from the state of Germany, he still, even as he on Putin's side, becomes more than €500,000, it's about the same as dollar now, from Germany, still after half year of war with the Ukraine. And he's never backing down, he's still on Putin's side. This is something which really is unbelievable, and nobody says about something. The difference for that is that the people in his office, what he has hired, I think he's eligible of 9 people in his office, they did not get fired. They gave away their job and went in unemployment because they did not want to work with him anymore, and they couldn't find anyone else. And then Germany said, oh, we are closing his office because he is not eligible should get that money anymore, because he basically, he is on the wrong side, he needs to be on the right side. But you know, this was a whole bunch of bullshit, because they couldn't find anybody anymore who wants to work in his office for a guy who is supporting a dictator in Russia. So, and what else is getting really as a side income? Let me tell you, it's a side income. He is in the board of directors in Nord Stream. He is on the board of director as Rosneft, that's the energy company. He is a board of director in Gazprom. So Nord Stream, he gets 250K. Rosneft, he gets 600K. Gazprom, we don't know, but we are guessing it's somewhere in between. It's 450K. This is our guess. Then he is in the Libyan Investment Authority. We're guessing it's going to be 200K. He is an advisor at the Rothschild Bank from 2006 to 2016. Probably he made 300K there. He is an advisor in the Continental, 2008. We call that a mini job, right? He was an advisor there. He was an advisor and arbitrator as a German ban and the Transnet agreement in 2006. Then he gets as a speaker about 50 to 75K per year. So that's about, let's just say, he has only 10 speeches by 50K. He still has $500,000. What we're thinking is that he makes $2.3 million per year plus interest on his own money, on his capital. And it's very low interest. We are guessing between 2 and 3%, which are about still $600,000. So it's about almost, let me say, $3 million of side income. So to say this, what we can say is you don't need an income, a subsidiary from Germany anymore. You can give up on that. And if you don't, you should be taken away, because you are not chancellor supporting Germany anymore and supporting the citizens of Germany and prevent bad deeds to them, because it's going to happen right now. And you're supporting the guy who is causing that. And that's why it needs to be stripped away from this guy. And it's been stripped away immediately, and nobody does anything about it. They could give that $500,000 every year to people in need, or to build some terminals to import gas from what they don't get from Russia, and build in gas terminals very quick in Germany, so that they can receive different kind of gas, liquid gas, from other states if they needed to. Better is to invest this all in alternative energies. So that's what we're thinking about that, and that was pretty mad about that, and that's why I'm thinking strip his money from the federal state away, because he has enough income. He can get rid of his Hartz-IV, because that is the subsidiary was people becoming if they are unemployed. Get rid of that, because he makes about 6 times as much as what he gets from the German state. He does not need that anymore. Okay, that was all. I needed to say that, because it's unbelievable what happens there, what old politician getting subsidized. Don't think this is the same. It's probably very similar in the United States. There's an example for Nancy Pelosi invested in Nevada about up to $5 million, because she knows that the company makes a jump in shares, and when the $55 billion subsidies are being distributed from the federal lawmakers there, then the shares are going up. So he is not alone, but our chancellor, or the former chancellor from Germany, Gerhard Schröder, he does not need it anymore. That was all. Thumbs up. In the background, you saw his body and shaking and so on. I have it running in the background constantly. That is Putin's best buddy. And he should go to Moscow, stay there, don't come ever back to Germany until there's peace. That's all. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.